You're scared? Alright, let's walk up here. Let's get off this water, okay? Don't run. Slowly walk.
At 11 p.m. on March 23, 2022, the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office received a call about a violent car crash in Jensen Beach, Florida. The wreck happened along Indian River Drive. A car had been flying down the road at an insane speed, nearly clipping other vehicles as it blew past them. Then the driver lost control, slammed straight into an oak tree, and rolled multiple times. The impact was so loud it sent neighbors running out of their homes to see what had just happened. According to the 911 caller, the victim was a young woman who climbed out through a window and fled the scene on foot. Deputy Guerrero rushed to the crash site moments later.
I guess he ran off.
Only car involved?
Yeah.
Single vehicle?
Yeah,
All right.
ran.
Where's the driver at? Is he inside?
Ran off.
Oh, he took off?
A girl. They said it was a girl.
Okay, younger girl? All right.
They said she went that way.
Ooh. Okay. I didn't see nobody walking either. Anybody see the girl take off?
Yeah.
All right. What was she wearing?
So she climbed out of the car. She was really disoriented, you know. She's like, I need to find my phone. And then I was like, you need to sit down. Well, she had a cut on her hand, but she was like, I gotta find my purse. And then she wouldn't be like restrained, and she just ran that way.
Okay. So what'd you see? Where were you at?
So we were in this car, and they're in that car, and we were coming this way.
Yeah, we're heading
35 miles an hour.
Okay.
And she passed them.
Us first.
So she was heading.
She was headed this way.
She was headed southbound.
She passed us on the right, coming through the woods, and like then came in the car flipped about 2 or 3 times.
Just you seen her lose control?
Oh yeah.
How'd did she strike anything?
She almost hit us. You know?
Yeah, she went into the right.
Yeah.
So she went into the bushes over there.
Yeah.
Okay. And you try to get her to stop, and
I
obviously.
did. Yeah, I was trying to get her to sit down, and it's like you gotta sit down. She's like, I gotta find my phone. I need to get my keys.
All right.
While Deputy Guerrero stayed on the roadway talking with witnesses, 2 other St. Lucie County deputies pushed into a manhunt for the suspect. Deputy John Lean Bush headed down toward the waterline and began following a trail of bare footprints in the sand. But the runner had a head start, so Deputy Cody Colangelo jumped into his patrol car, drove about a mile north, then got out and started walking from there. The plan was simple but smart. Both deputies would work the shoreline toward each other, closing the gap and boxing into the fleeing driver between them.
How you doing? Sheriff's office. How we doing?
Fine.
Did you guys see a girl come down here?
We did. Thin, tall, dark hair.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, well, I got somebody in the car heading that way. So if she doubles back, then not yet. Maybe. It's low tide. I think it'll be all right.
Just a few minutes later, Deputy Colangelo spotted her down on the beach and offered to help, not realizing how bad things were about to get.
Go ahead. Day 23. Hello. What's going on? Man, stop real quick. Possibly 1012, the Signal 3 driver. What's going on? You don't know? Alright. Were you just in a crash? Ma'am, come up here. Don't walk away. No walking. Come over here. Okay? Walk upstairs, all right? Let's get out this water area.
I don't wanna. I'm scared.
You're scared? All right, let's walk up here. Let's get off this water, okay? Don't run. Slowly walk.
Esso, give me traffic! Esso, I'm just stabbed! Esso, give me traffic, I'm bleeding! Show me hands! She's right here in the woods somewhere. Can we rescue? Spring kill.
As she headed up a set of stairs, she suddenly spun around, pulled a knife, and drove it into Deputy Colangelo's neck. He drew his duty weapon and fired a shot at her, but missed. Grabbing his neck with one hand to slow the bleeding, he called for backup and an ambulance over the radio. Hearing the distress call, Deputy Lean Bush took off at a dead sprint toward the scene of the attack.
It's a knife, right?
Down by the water. 12479 across the street.
12479 by the water.
We have her. We don't have her. She's in the water. Coming back to. You better come out here and stay on the fuck on the ground.
Get over here.
Yeah, we're trying to get her to come back on the water.
Get over here.
Get over here! Walk to the sound of my voice. You better not have that knife or I'll fucking shoot you right now. Keep going. Keep coming. I got her. Yeah. Get on the ground. I got her.
The suspect didn't make it far. Deputies quickly located her standing out by the water and ordered her to come back toward them, with her hands raised. At first, she appeared to cooperate and allowed them to start putting her in handcuffs, and then the compliance ended.
Oh, she's awake now. Now she's awake.
What's that?
Now she's awake. Yeah.
So you do it? Oh, faster way, somebody get a leg so the two of us grab her. Walk her right up. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Come down real quick. You need your help. I don't think she's going to be a patient, though. They just need help getting her up.
Did one of you guys get stabbed?
Yes, not us. I think you guys are already out with our guy. Yeah, I didn't want to do this.
Oh, no, absolutely. 200 down harder, right?
12. Yes. I'm gonna guess. Gross. I think she stabbed him.
She stabbed him?
Yeah. So just stabbed.
There's
I
a
think.
hole big at the end of this stairway right here.
Yeah.
Crime scene, blood everywhere.
Deputy Colangelo, just 22 years old at the time, was transported to HCA Lawnwood Hospital and rushed straight into surgery. The suspect's knife had torn his carotid artery, a major blood vessel that carries blood to the brain. Vascular surgeon Dr. Christopher Bennett harvested a section of vein from Cody's leg and used it as a patch to sew up the hole left by the stab wound.
So we took a piece of that and used that as a patch and oversewed the hole that was made from the knife.
Dr. Bennett later said that if the blade had entered at a slightly upward angle instead of downward, Colangelo probably wouldn't have survived long enough to reach the hospital. He also stressed that Cody's own quick thinking, clamping his hand over the wound to slow the bleeding, was the single biggest factor that kept him alive long enough for the surgical team to save him. Outside the hospital, Deputy Guerrero spoke with an investigator about what had happened that night. The attack shook him deeply, not just because of how sudden and violent it was, but because Deputy Colangelo was one of his closest friends.
Immediately get to my patrol vehicle, go northbound, at which point I would say Cody was approximately a mile and a half north of us, north of me.
Good.
While en route, I observed Leckenbush running towards the scene in the direction of Cody, Deputy Colangelo. I stopped. He got into I told him to get in. He got into the back of my patrol, the rear into my patrol vehicle, and we took off. To Deputy Colangelo. I then observed Deputy Colangelo standing up, and there was blood all over his chest coming from his neck area. He was holding pressure with, I believe, 2 hands. What he told me is I went to go make contact with her, and she turned around and stabbed me. He pointed in the direction, which was on the east direction. He's like, she's in the woods.
Good.
At this point, me and Leckenbush, Deputy Leckenbush, drew our service weapon and started calling commands out and tell her to come out with her hands up.
The suspect was also taken to a hospital. She was transported to St. Lucie Medical Center to be checked for crash-related injuries and evaluated for possible drug or alcohol influence, given how erratic her behavior had been.
Hey. Hey. Wake up. You know where you're at? Huh? Do you know where you're at? I'm Detective Dale with the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. Do you know where you're at? Do you know where you're at?
What's your name?
You okay? What's your first name?
No idea. Maybe in the car or something.
Did you smell any alcohol on the way up here by any chance? No? Okay. Her eyes are pinpoint.
The suspect was identified as 21-year-old Leah Michelle Day, who had a black butterfly knife hidden on her, the very weapon she used to stab Deputy Colangelo. After Leah was medically cleared and released, St. Lucie County investigators brought her in for questioning. The interview didn't reveal much. For nearly an hour, Day gave only bare minimum answers, and that was during the brief moments when she agreed to answer anything at all.
I'm still trying to figure out why it happened. What made you panic to... Only you can answer the panic. You were there. Yeah, it was obviously something made you panic. And that's what we're trying to figure out. You know, you don't seem like a bad person, you know. Go around and doing stuff, so something made you panic. And that's what we're trying to figure out. Do you remember doing anything? Do you remember doing anything, your actions?
Just wanted to get away.
Okay. So then what happened when you wanted to get away? Like, did he grab you? Did he touch you? Okay.
You keep saying, whenever I ask you why all this happened, you keep saying you don't know. That you don't know why, you don't know why. Are you saying you don't know why you would stab somebody, or you don't know what?
Oh, I definitely don't know why I would stab somebody.
Okay.
And that's what we're trying to figure out, like, what made you panic? I know you remember something, you're breathing heavy.
Insurance. I don't have any.
You don't have no insurance?
Yeah, that's why I panicked.
Okay. So having no insurance, that's what made you run from the vehicle? Okay.
Have you ever been in jail before? No. Okay. So tonight, were you scared to go to jail because of the car accident?
Yeah.
Okay. So you leave the scene of the accident because you don't have insurance and you're scared that you're going to end up going to jail. You obviously remember enough. Okay. I know that, you know that. Okay. What we need now is to clear all of this up and make sense of everything. Okay? Would you agree? Because right now it's not making sense because you remember specific things and then you don't remember. So
The interaction.
help us understand.
Just tell me what happened. You're gonna feel a lot better. Once you start talking, believe me, you're gonna feel better. I know you know more than what you're telling us. I can see it in you. Every time you get to a point, you start breathing heavy. Huh? What you're supposed to say is, I just want you to tell me what happened with the interaction with the guy with the light on the beach. Okay.
So what did you do to try to get away? And then after you stabbed him, what'd you do?
About a week after the crash, Deputy Colangelo had recovered enough to sit for an internal affairs interview. Investigators questioned him as part of the standard review into use of force by law enforcement, asking him to explain the circumstances that led him to fire his duty weapon.
How many shots did you fire?
One round.
One round. After you fired the one round, did you think about firing another round, or why did you not fire another round?
At that point, because she started getting up the stairs, and I felt like if I was to continue shooting, I could put somebody else at it. I didn't have a good enough angle and shot. I feel like I didn't have a good enough, trying to explain it, to be able to get another round safely off towards her without putting a risk of anybody else.
Anybody else meaning your background?
Background, yes. Cars were still traveling up and down Indian River Drive during those hours.
The detectives wanted to know if Deputy Colangelo thought he took all appropriate officer safety precautions to protect himself.
Were you alarmed? Or let me ask you, did you ever ask to see her hands?
No.
Okay. In watching the video, initially she's down on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember where her hands were?
When I first saw her, I observed it looked like a black wallet in her hand.
Okay.
When I first walked up on the dock, what she did wasn't hiding her hands when she was just walking around when I first saw her, so I didn't see any type of weapon.
Okay. When she was down at the bottom of the deck, where were her hands at that time?
Behind her back.
Okay. When she walked past you and you were following her up, where did her hands go?
She started towards the front.
Okay. But could you actually see the palms of her hands?
No.
Okay.
At that point, did anything cause any alarm in you? And the fact of she was standing like this in the video, and then when she passed you, she kind of moved them around. Did it cause any alarm or concern?
At the time, no, because she appeared to be under the influence of something. I assumed that she was just having, normally when you deal with someone on narcotics, at least in my experience, they have weird fidgetings with their body, and that's what I was assuming was going on.
While Cody was answering questions in the use of force review, other detectives went door to door in the neighborhood around the crash site. They walked to the area trying to piece together more details about what had happened. They kept tracking down residents who might have seen or heard anything that night. At one house, they spoke with a man named Dean, the same man who had been sitting out on a dock with a friend when he saw Leah run past on the night of the attack.
Out to the beach. And we were sitting down here on our dock. So she walked up right at our feet, basically.
Okay.
And we didn't talk to her because she was just sort of staggering a little bit, and she stopped at the end of the dock and sort of did a 360 and then kept going.
Okay.
Deputy Colangelo then came down and said, "Did you see anybody come by here?" And we said, "Yes, there was a young woman. She just walked by, and she had been the only one there, so you can find her footprints there. They're the only ones.
Okay.
They'll take you right to her."
Okay.
And so he followed her down there, and I offered to hold his shoes for him, but he said no, it's okay.
To this day, the real reason why Leah Day stabbed Cody Colangelo on that spring night in 2022 remains a mystery. Prosecutors never presented any history of prior violent offenses. Her record showed a petty theft charge from December 2019, and in August 2021, a citation for failing to provide proof of vehicle insurance, which led to her driver's license being suspended. The only motive Leah has ever offered for stabbing Deputy Colangelo was her lack of insurance on the car. She said she was afraid she would go to jail. And while staying at the crash scene and facing the consequences would almost certainly have meant legal trouble, the penalties would have been far lighter than what she's facing now. In April 2024, a jury found 23-year-old Leah Michelle Day guilty of attempted, first-degree premeditated murder of Deputy Cody Colangelo. She was sentenced to life in prison.